Welcome back, everybody. We're back here out at this river, and we're going to show you today how we pump and filter the water out of natural sources like this into clean drinking water. There's actually a helicopter landing right here, right next to the bus. The first thing that I do is I look at the water and see, is it clear? Is it nice water? So this looks pretty clear. It passes the sniff test. So even though our water filter is really good at what it does, I still don't want to filter like really dirty water because it'll clog it up super quickly. And here it is. This is the Clearsource Nomad, and I'm going to show you how this works. So you connect this one end hose going into the stream, and then one end a hose going into the water tank, and then you attach these jumper cable looking things right here to your battery, and then you hit this switch and it begins pumping the water through these filters here and right into the tank. This is the end that goes into the water, and when I'm placing it into the water, I'm looking for a clear spot that doesn't have too much mud on the bottom. So right here there looks like a bunch of rocks, so I'll go ahead and stick that end in right there. And now we're good to go on this end. So here's an overview of the final setup. We've got the water going in there from the stream, water coming out, filtered right into our fresh water fill up. And we've got it just alligator clipped onto our battery bank back here. Excuse the mess. So like I said before, this is a unit. It's a filter and pump all in one. It's called the Clearsource Nomad. The company's name is Clearsource. The model is the Nomad. They also sell products for different RVs and things like that. And I'm not sponsored. Of course, my channel is probably too small to be sponsored by anybody at this point. But I will speak to their customer service. So I've received 2 units from them. The first unit had a leak, and once I told them about the leak, they immediately they sent me a brand new second unit. So that was really cool of them. Clearsource customer service is amazing like that, and the product is really good. I'm gonna show you something about this. So this is all like super quality welded. There's a filter right here that kind of filters out the big like leaves and stuff before it hits the 2 canister filters. So this thing is so well built, it's amazing. You can see our water level dancing around right there. This is a 64-gallon water tank, so it's gonna take a little while to fill up, but that's okay because we've got this beautiful scenery here in Wyoming. Now, the Clearsource Nomad, it is pretty expensive. It's like $700 or $800, something like that, but it's well worth the money if you plan on boondocking. So for my wife and I, we pride ourselves on not paying for campsites, and so part of that is, we don't have reliable water because we're not going to paid campsites with hookups and things like that. So we do a lot of boondocking. So we've got 1,200 watts of solar on the roof, and so our electricity is covered. And then we've got the Clearsource Nomad, so our water is covered. So when we're boondocking for longer periods of time, all we have to think about is having enough food for the time that we're out there. Now, to me, that totally justifies the cost of a unit like this, just having the peace of mind. One thing I wish they could do is if they could make it a little bit more compact, because it does take up a considerable amount of room in here. Although I will be permanently mounting the Starlink at some point, so that'll free up a bunch of room, and I probably brought more tools than what's necessary. But when you build your own rig out, sometimes you just need to keep some tools with you just in case. And we didn't spring for the fancy Sprinter van. We really wanted the Revel, but people want like over $100,000 for a built-out Sprinter van, and I'm like, I get it. Like, there's a lot of tech that goes into these things and whatnot, but that's kind of expensive when you can buy a short bus for like under $5,000 and build it out. I mean, of course, it takes time and money to build it out, but not $100,000's worth. So Anyways, I hope you like this video, and if you're watching to this point, please subscribe. This is me, Andrew, my wife Susanna, and we live full-time out of this short bus right here.